This is Rick Allison. This is my how-to video for beginners. Come on, come learn with me. It's all about balance, right? In this video, you'll see how to learn the basics, get your way on to becoming a BMX freestyler. So come on. This is Radical Rick. This video's for you. Hey guys, this is the bar hop. This is the how-to part. You just saw me jump over the handlebars and coast along on the bars. Now, if you do this on a slight downhill, you can just keep riding this trick for a long time. Some people, when they ride, instead of going no hands, keep their hands on, or it makes it a lot easier, is you grab back the seat, and it kind of helps you steer a little bit. So whatever works for you. So you can do it no hands, which is harder, or you keep your hands on the handle grips, which is medium, or you go super easy, grab your right arm back and hold on a seat. You can kick your tire too to keep it going. It's a really fun trick. So we can break this down though, okay? Now when I first learned it, I had both my feet planted on the ground. Make sure you don't catch on your pedals. And what I would do is just jump over, up, and back on the ground. That's step one. Step two is once you get that part, just put your feet on the pedals and jump over, up, land on the ground. Step three, just back it up a little more. That's what you just saw me doing. Low rate of speed, jump over, right there, land on the handlebars. That's part three, okay? So I'm going to break this down even more. So that's the first part of getting into the bar hop. Then you can learn how to ride the bar hop separately and put the two tricks together, okay? So here's the other thing you can do. You just sit on your handlebars. Look, you see this? Get a running start. Ready? Run start. Jump up. Whee, look at that. Alright? Do it for you again. Make sure you're on a little bit of a downhill, like I said. Get a little bit of running start. Up. There you go. And you can coast it. So once you learn to coast further, the last part is just jumping back through what you see me do in the video, okay? So, first we're going to do is just jump from the ground to the ground. We're going to go from the pedals to the ground. Then from the pedals to the bar. And then we're going to learn how to roll the trick. And then we're going to learn how to jump back through. Alright? So I hope those pointers help you. Watch the video, watch how I do it in real time, and best of luck to you. Now the most important thing to learn is not to clip your toes when you're going over on this crossbar. If your crossbar is really tall, you might want to second guess this trick, and you can just walk over. I'll show you one more easier way. Hopefully you can see this. Instead of jumping over, walk over. See how I did that? And then sit on the handlebars. So for you very first timers, see how I just stepped up on the top tube? I walked over, peg at a time, and then you ride away. Then you can do the same thing, reverse it, put your foot back on the crossbar, and then put your feet back on the pedals and ride away. So if you want to hop, do the bar hop. If not, do the bar walk over. You're still riding on your handlebars. That's really cool. That's how I learned to do bar rides. Is when I learned to sit my butt on the crossbar here, that helped me. The next step was I jumped up and started doing bar rides. So it's a good fundamental trick, and there's more awesome tricks that you can use spiraling off that one. Best of luck to you. Alright guys, the next how-to part is going to be the bunny hop. Now I think this is the very first trick I chipped my front tooth on because I was trying to go over a curb, I didn't quite make it, and I chipped my tooth. So a nice way to practice this is without anything. Like, see this imaginary line here? This white line from the street? It's only like, you know, a 1/16 of an inch high. So you can go along, when you pedal, you're going to try and lift your front end over and then your back end and clear this white line. Once you get that part of the bunny hop down, you can try small curbs or soda cans that are empty. Nothing like an empty soda can. If you miss it, it crunches, you can't get hurt. And that's how I used to learn my bunny hop. So trying to get a little more detail here on how you do the bunny hop. So both feet are on the pedals. Pedals are perpendicular to the ground. And you're going to ride along about 1 mile per hour. What you're going to do is compress your weight and jump up. When you jump up, it's going to allow your back end to be weightless, but most of the control is with your forearms. So you compress down really hard and jump up like you're going to jump over something. And you lift the front end first and then tip up the back end. It's all with your forearms. But as you compress the weight, jump up, again, the bike will be weightless, hold the front end with you, and then secondly, bring the back end. Alright, it's pretty simple, just takes a little practice. Within hours, you should be able to get about 2 inches off the ground. Just keep working at it till you get stronger and learn the technique of how to do this trick. The bunny hop. Thanks. Okay guys, so this is a 270 drop-in, 270. So I taught you the bunny hop. Now, earlier I showed you how to bunny hop over a white line, then over a Coke can, and then I said go up to a curb. The next step, if you get a little bit better at it, is I just jumped up on this wall. It's about 1.5 to 2 feet tall. And then for an incredible ending to your trick, what really oohs and ahs the crowd, is you work on this on a curb first, but as I just showed you, you get really close to the curb, about 2 inches from the side here. I lock both my brakes, and all I do is just spin like I'm going to do a 360, but it's actually a 270 spin. So I just do like a little bunny hop, like I just showed you. When I do the bunny hop, I spin my weight around, and then land on the ground right here and right away. Now we got this trick from doing drop-ins on ramps. This is how I learned. I learned it off a little curb first. So first you learn it off a little 2-inch curb. You try and do the little drop-in. It gets easier though with a little bit of height, because you don't have to spin so fast. So once again, I'll show you how to do the 270 drop-in. You ready? So your feet are parallel to the ground. You're going to come up to the edge, probably about 1 inch or 2 from the edge here, and you're going to bunny hop and throw your weight out and do a 270 pivot. You ready? So hey, that's a 270. Those are my pointers. I hope you go out there and practice them, and good luck. Hey guys, welcome to my how-to portion of the Endo. Alright, I showed you a few variations in my video here. It's a great beginner trick again. So one of the ones I'm going to show you right now is using not using your brakes, and you're going to go up against the wall, curb, or some foreign object. And what you're going to do is just ride up at 1 mile per hour. You're going to hit the wall or the curb, not using your brakes, and just do an Endo with gravity. Gravity's going to push you forward. You're going to kind of make your back end weightless using your forearms, throwing the front end forward. And then as soon as you stop pivoting, you're going to come backwards, maybe do a little rollback or hit your back brake, and then just do a little 180 pivot out of it. So this is how it's going to look for you here. You're going to find an object, do an Endo, it's going to throw your bars forward, alright? Then as soon as the Endo's over, it's going to throw your weight back. You either roll back or lock the brake, 180 pivot, and ride away, okay? That's probably the most basic Endo. Another Endo you can do, hopefully you guys can see all this, is again brakeless. So you're going to ride up, I'm going to put my left crank arm down, and without using brakes, I'm going to stick my toe right in where the fork is here on the back of the fork, and it's going to jam in there. Momentum's going to make me go forward. Again, you're going to use a little bit of your forearms, and then as soon as you go about maybe, about half a foot or 6 inches to a foot, then you allow yourself to come back down, take your foot off, put it back on the pedals, do a little 180 rollback, pivot, right away. So those are two variations. One, once again, is using a curb, Endo without brakes, come back, pivot out. The other one, stick your toe in here, right here, lifts the bike up, you come back down, and you again pivot back out. Okay, the third example of an endo is using your brakes. Same principle, right around a low rate of speed, but instead of having my crank arm down, I'm going to have it parallel to the ground. Alright, so a low rate of speed, and then I'm going to lock the front brake, I'm going to throw the bike forward with that momentum that I had going forward, and then again I'm just going to bring the bike back down, then lock the back brake, pivot the 180 out, and ride away. Okay, then there's the last endo. Now, last endo is a little bit more difficult, and I'm going to try and explain it for you right here. So this is probably the most advanced endo. All right, you're going to ride up about 1 mile per hour again, low rate of speed, and my pedals are going to be parallel to the ground. I like my left pedal forward. What I'm going to do is do a little bit of an endo. As I do the endo, I release the right hand, throw the bars to a 90-degree angle, and I throw my arms forward, my ass goes back, and you want it to go about that far, just so it doesn't hit your pegs. Balance there for a second, then as you come back, you snap the bars back, and you roll back for a couple inches, 180 pivot out. Alright, so once again, hope you can see this. Right up at low rate of speed, pedals going to be parallel to the ground, lock the front brake, throw the bar sideways, grab the seat, throw the bike forward, ass back, and then you unlock the bar, snap it, lock the back brake, and ride away. Alright, so those are my how-to pointers for the endos. I hope those pointers help you. Watch these videos, and again, you have the great visual tool of being able to see these videos over and over, so study what I do and learn from them, alright? Thanks guys, and good luck. Okay guys, what I'm going to attempt to do here is show you how to do a curb grind. I think we stole this trick from skateboarders, but all you're basically going to do is ride along at a pretty good rate of speed, probably like 3 miles per hour. So you're going to ride along. All you're going to do is do a slight wheelie. You're going to lift your front wheel, and you're going to keep your bike, your back end maybe just about 3 inches away from the curb. So you're going to ride along about 3 miles per hour, just stick your front wheel over the curb, and you're going to let the back wheel grind, go as far as you can grind, then bring the front wheel back down and ride away. There's some variations you can do, like you can do a no-footed can-can while you're grinding, or just a can-can, one leg over, or one hand, one footer. It gets pretty creative. It seems really simple. You should be able to learn this trick in an afternoon. The variations may take you a little longer. I'm going to show you a couple of mine right now. You guys can work on them. But what it's cool is it's not that hard of a trick. It's really simple. It's just the really important part is you want to keep your back end really close to the curb. Just pull up a little wheelie. If your back end's too far out, you're just going to ride over the curb. If it's too close, then you might slide out. So you just need about 3 inches space, and then that'll just grind right along. You'll get better and better as you go. So here goes me right now, trying a couple for you. Thanks. Hey guys, this is Rick. Once again, I have another how-to for you, and that's the wheelie. Alright, so I showed you a few variations here. What I just did was a no-footed can-can. It's called a recliner. That's the hardest one I know of. There's also a split bar candy bar. You stick one leg over, and you stick your other leg out. Still no footer. Then there's a no-footer wheelie. There's a one-hander, no-hander, all the variations, but I'm going to show you the basic wheelie, how you do it. And with practice and practice and more practice, This is probably one of the funnest tricks to do. No matter where you're going, it's fun to pop a wheelie and show off to your friends. Now, the better you get, the longer you go, and the better you feel about yourself and the trick, okay? So when you start out, you're gonna go about a medium rate of speed, and basically it really helps to have your seat post higher. If you're a new school guy and your seat's really low, you might want to get a seat post and just put it on here just for the wheelies alone. If you're not willing to bend with me on that, you might have to do a wheelie by standing up, and you pedal. It's a little bit harder. It doesn't look quite as cool, all right? So one thing that's really important is the seat post height. Mine's about 8 to 10 inches up. I know it seems really high for you guys, but it makes for really cool looking wheelies. That's how I do the no footy candy bars, no footers, and other variations, okay? So medium rate of speed for the wheelie. You can hear my brakes squeaking a lot when I do the wheelie. You can tell I'm constantly adjusting my weight, balance, and you get the wheelie up about this far. It's about probably a foot up off the ground, the front wheel, and I immediately need to tap my brake. Then I pedal a little bit further, then I tap my brake. I pedal a little bit more, tap my brake. So the bike keeps wanting to flip over. If you flip over, all you're really going to do is just fall back on your feet, okay? So there's nothing really scary about it. So here we go. Show you here. Just going to ride really slow, pump up the back end, front end. I just keep tapping the brakes. All right, here we go again. Real simple. Real low rate of speed. I'm going to pull up on the front end, use my forearms. Tap brake, tap brake, tap brake. And just keep pedaling, tap, pedal, tap. So basically what you're doing is you're going up. Instead of falling back over, you tap the brake, brings the front end back down. And then when you pedal, you're going to pedal back into that falling so it doesn't fall down. So when you pedal, it brings the front end back up. Tap the brake, brings it back down. Pedal the pedals, brings the front end back up. Tap the brake, brings it back down, so on and so on. So, here we go again. Pedal, tap brake, pedal, tap brake, pedal, tap brake, pedal, tap brake. That's basically it. Just takes a lot of practice, like I said, so hope these pointers help you out. Go out there and practice the wheelie already. That's my tip. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Okay guys, I just showed you the frontwards wheelie. That's doing the wheelie forwards. There's a backwards wheelie. Now, I'm going to show you how to walk into the backwards wheelie, okay? Put your bike up here like this. I'm going to lock the back brake. It doesn't matter really where your crank arms are because they're going to pivot around. Put your left foot up on the peg. And what you're going to do is hop up, put your right foot on the tire and scratch it. Then you're going to use your leg like a rudder. Your leg's going to stick back here and kind of help balance you. Alright? Now the hardest part is just trying to see where the bike should go into your chest. So you kind of always going to be constantly changing your balance point. It takes a lot of adjustments, but it's a really simple trick. So don't overthink it. Just try and watch the video and watch what I do. So here I go. This is how you cheat into it. Just going to bring the bike up to you and kick back. Lock the brake, drop it down. Here we go again. Lift up the bike, lock the back brake, left foot on the peg. All right. Just gonna jump up on that tire and squeak it back. Put my toe up here, squish it back, okay? Throw the toe up there and slide it back with the tire, releasing the brake as I do it. So up here, release brake, scratch the tire, and drop it down, okay? Now the complete trick is like this. Are you ready for it? All right. I'm gonna right up, do a little endo. I do a little endo with the front brake, then I lock the back brake, and scratch the tire. Try it one more time for you. Little endo, throw it back, lock the brake, and ride out of it. So you got the forwards wheelie, now you got the backwards wheelie. There's variation where you can spin your bar, you can hold on to the frame here and spin the bar. There's all kind of fun things you can do, but that's the basic backwards wheelie. Hope that helps you out too. One more from Radical Rick. All right. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do, guys. I just did a kind of a fancy version, but all this is really is doing a bounce move, all right, on your front peg. So to really make it simple, to break down all that fancy stuff I just did, turn your bars a 90-degree angle. It helps to have your seat in your handlebars so that you can actually grab it with your hand. You're gonna put your left foot on the peg. Underneath the seat, not over, but underneath the seat, you're gonna grab the seat and handlebars. Lean the bike away from you, extend those arms a little bit, and you're gonna bring your leg up and extend it back. Now watch how I'm changing the balance point. Forward, back, into my chest a little bit, into the hips, extension, in the hips, extension. And that's the basics of that front move. Now with this move, once you learn how to balance on the front end, you can go crazy. You just saw me do a swivel where I kick the front tire here with my right foot, and I go into a circular motion. That's called a swivel. You can do a side glide from here. Left foot on here still, and to cheat into it, just get up here in that same position, kick the tire, lift the back wheel, and you go backwards. So, if you guys wanted some of the basics, can't get any more basic than that. This trick allows you to do like 10 more of the more high school, new school tricks, okay? So, good luck to you. Hey guys, this is my rear wheel hop how-to video, okay? So here we go. It's really simple. You just saw how I rode into it and out of it. I'm going to show you how to cheat though. So you pull the bike up into your chest and make sure your pedals are out of the way. Kind of like them perpendicular to the ground. What I'm going to do is lead with my left foot while locking the back brake, holding it on, and I'm just going to jump up on the peg and start hopping. That's it, like a pogo stick. Up and down, up and down, up and down. When you're done, you just drop the front end and ride away, okay? And you can mix this up. If you have a locking rear brake lever, when you're hopping, you can lock the rear brake lever, and as you're hopping, you can spin the handlebars at 360, catch it again, unlock the brake, then drop the front end. Just a little more pizzazz to your rear wheel hops, okay? And then to ride into it, pretty basic. You just ride at a really low rate of speed, put both feet on the back pegs, a little endo, and then just pull back on the bike, hop up and down, and then just ride away. So I hope those little pointers help you out. That's rear wheel peg hops by Rick. Thanks. Hey guys, got some more tricks for you here. This is the front wheel hops. There's two variations. One variation is you do an endo. As you're locking your front brake doing the endo, you're going to throw your left foot, then your right foot up, and start hopping. Just like another pogo stick. Mostly your forearms, but it's also your feet too. You're jumping up and down with your forearms, lifting the handlebars, and also making your feet weightless, okay? Bounce a few times, and then to get out of the trick, you're just going to drop the back end down, ride backwards for a couple feet, turn the bars, and ride away. Now another version of the front hops, and this is the fun part, you break it down into two sections. You're going to pivot your bars 180, riding backwards, block both brakes, hop up and down, and then you're going to throw your bars sideways and ride away. I like to do a swivel, where I turn the bar sideways, push the wheel, and then it turns me into a little bit of a boomerang. What you can do to learn this trick though is step one. Just turn your bars 180, put both feet on the pegs, I lock both brakes, and again it's like a pogo stick, but again using your forearms, just going to jump up and down. Now what's cool about this trick is there's different variations now. You can hop on the front end. Once you learn how to get your balance there, you can just kick the tire and do a rollback. And that's pretty cool too, another great beginner move. So let me show you again. Just put your left foot up, then your right foot, balance a couple times, and then kick the tire. Okay? And that's another version of a rollback using your front end. So again, I hope these pointers help you out. These are just a few basic tricks. Once you learn these, hit me up on Facebook or YouTube, Rick Allison 100, and I'll be sure to give you some more pointers on some tricks working off these basics, okay? Thanks again. Good luck to you guys, really. Okay, so this is my how-to portion of how to do rollbacks. There's a few variations now. You can do a slider, so as you're going backwards, put your bar sideways, and you slide the front end as you're going backwards. Pretty cool, very dramatic, and it really wows the crowd. While you're going backwards like that, you can spin your bars. You'll see it in my how-to portion, we're actually doing it visuals live. Another way of doing a slider back is you're doing a rollback, you just roll back. You just do a 180 pivot, and you ride yourself back out of the trick. Now, how to begin all these tricks, I'll show you right now. And here's the visuals for it. When down the visuals, I'll give you the commentary, okay? So, here you go. Okay, welcome back now. This is what I just showed you. What I did is, I jump on the bike, I start pushing the bike back with my feet, I'm rolling backwards, and that's how you first learn how to do a rollback. It's pretty simple. Everyone tries to make it a little more difficult. So, if you really want to learn, sit on your seat, kick your feet, and throw your feet on the pedals. The faster you go, honestly, the easier the trick gets. If you go too slow, you get kind of swirly. So let me show it to you again. Push back, feet on the pedals, and then just 180 out. Alright? How much more simple can you get than that? Okay guys, this is the 180 part. Now, this is a little bit tricky. I actually ruined a set of back wheels trying to learn this 180 pivot part. What you're going to do is, without using your brakes, you're going to go about 3 miles per hour. You need a little bit of speed, so if you don't go fast enough, then you're not going to be able to coast backwards. So about 3 miles per hour, you're going to whip your front end around, 180, without any brakes, land on the bike, and then just start gyrating backwards. What's pretty cool is every action has a reaction. So when you're going forward and you pivot, throw the bike around, your body's going to keep traveling that direction. And then to get out of it, you just kind of cut your bars a little bit and snap them back right away. Hey guys, this is the rock walk how-to portion, alright? So, what you're going to do is you're going to ride up about 1 mile per hour. You're going to do a slight endo, locking your front brake lever. As you're locking and doing the endo, you're going to pivot your weight to the left, and then you're going to come back. When you come back, you pull back like you're going to do a wheelie with your brake locked, and you're going to throw your front end to the right. Just keep doing that. Endo again, throw your weight to the left, wheelie, weight to the right. Back end to the left, front end to the right. Just keep both brakes locked at all times, and just keep gyrating. As you get better at this, you'll go from doing like a little bit like a 30-degree turn to like an 80-degree turn to maybe like a 180 pivot. And it's called the rock walk using your brakes. So that's the how-to part. Hope those pointers help you out, right? Next thing I'm gonna do is a rock walk rolling. That's the next advanced trick. This is the basis. Learn this one first, then ease into the rolling one. Thanks. Alright guys, this is the rolling rock walk. So it's kind of hard. You want to tap your brakes, but if you don't have brakes, you're doing it brakeless, this is a great trick for you to learn. So what you're going to do is you're going to go about 2 miles per hour. You're going to shift your weight onto the front end. You're going to pivot it at 180, drop the rear end. As soon as the rear end drops, you use that momentum, and without using your brakes, you're just going to whip it back around and ride off. There's not too much more I can tell you. It takes a lot of practice. Watch the video, rewind it a few times, really study how I shift the weight, how I shift the bike, and watch from different angles, okay? It's a really fun trick. Something when you get better, you can do it at higher speeds, and it is a crowd pleaser, alright? So, good luck to you. Ready? Alright guys, the next trick is, this is the how-to part for the track stand. It's a really cool trick. Guys with fixie bikes, new and old school guys are doing this stuff, okay? It's a really, again, a good place to learn your balance. So you can see what I'm doing here. I ride up at a really slow rate of speed. Just before I stop, I stick my rear foot right back where the tire is on the rear chainstay. Then I pivot the bars 180, grabbing the handlebars and the seat from an oversized, not under, but an oversized grip, locking the front brake. What I do is I drop the bike down, release the brake, and I grab the tire. And this is the track stand. The left leg is up in the air. Try not to hit your peg and balance. To get out of it, just reverse it, throw your foot back up, and pivot the bars around, jump on the pedals, and you ride away. Hope those pointers help you out. This is one of the first tricks I ever learned. So, good luck to you. And we're gonna do one more. Alright guys, so hey, this is the how-to part of the bar spin. So you're just gonna ride along at a low rate of speed, and you just saw how I just did it to you in real time. I put my right crank arm down. The one version I'm grabbing the seat with my left hand, so you release the bar, right crank arm down, grab the seat with your left hand, and then just let the bike at the front end like a little bit of a wheelie, spin the bar, recapture it, let go of the seat, and grab the handle grip again and ride away. That's one version. The other version is I don't grab the seat at all, and again, low rate of speed, right crank arm down, and I just ride at a low rate of speed, a little bit of a wheelie. I just 360 the bar real quick, re-grab it, and ride away. Alright, so those are two versions of the bar spin. Pretty simple trick, just don't go too fast, and just flip the bar real fast, and flip the bar fast, ride slow. And it should just take you like, you know, a few hours to master this. It shouldn't take much time at all. But it's a pretty cool trick when your kids, you know, at the skate parks or if you're riding around the streets and you do a bar spin. You're so used to everyone doing them in the ramps, but on the street it kind of surprises guys, so good luck to you. How-to. It's riding on your handlebars backwards. I don't even know the name of the trick, but we'll just call it riding on your handlebars backwards. So you can cheat get into this trick. The first part of the trick is just putting your butt on the handlebars, on the crossbar, so you're comfortable. I like putting my right crank arm forward, but parallel to the ground, and I hold on to both handle grips with both hands, and I just push down on the pedal, and I pedal backwards. Then I stick up the other foot on the right foot. See if I can show you here. Just kind of push yourself along, push, and then just start pedaling. There you go. You're pedaling backwards. When you get better, you go in circles. And when you're done, just stop. That's all you got to do. So here we go again. Pedals are parallel to the ground. You're going to push off on the ground, stick the other foot on here, and start pedaling. Alright? If you want to stop pedaling, just jump up. Let's get a little more advanced. Riding along forward, you're going to shift your weight. So my pedals are going to be parallel to the ground, and as I'm riding along, I'm going to shift my weight riding forwards to backwards as I'm coasting, and then I'm going to start pedaling, pedal for a little bit, then when I want to reverse back, I switch my arms around, this way forwards, turn my body around, put my foot on the top tube, then I jump to the pedals, and I ride away. It's a pretty simple trick, but it's kind of cool. When you're riding backwards on your handlebars, your friends are like, wow, what a cool trick. It's pretty simple. Just remember, look, get a snapshot of where you're going, then turn around and ride backwards. Maybe if you can, look back once in a while. Don't put too much effort or too much brain power in this. It's a simple trick. Don't overthink it. Watch the video, see how I shift the weight, how I change my handlebars positioning, and riding backwards. Shift the hands back, ride forwards. Good luck to you guys. Hey guys, I'm doing a close-up with the bicycle here to show you how to do the magic trick. Okay, this is an 80 Field trick, and it's from the 80s. And one thing about the 80s, we had a lot of flash. It wasn't always the degree of difficulty, it was the fun of riding. So this is a trick I'm gonna show you up close, your footing. And what you're gonna do is, you're gonna put your left foot on the pedal here, and the bike's gonna be resting on your pegs. So left foot here, you're gonna put your right foot, the heel's gonna go on your seat post, the toe's gonna go on your top tube, and with no hands, you're gonna pull the bike up with your toe here, pushing down on this pedal. So you push down here, pull up here, and it's gonna magically raise. When the bike comes upright, you catch the handlebars with your hands. So pull the toe, push down with the other foot, up you go, grab the handlebars, and you ride away. All right? And it's called a magic trick. I'll show you a couple times in the video how to do it. It's a fun little trick, and it's a great way to make your friends giggle and laugh. All right?